Yeah, hi, good evening, dear Professor Payam. Today I'm going to explain game Conway's game of life. So for this Conway's game of life, like is played an infinite two-dimensional rectangular grid. So each cell can be either alive or dead. So the status of each cell changes each turn of the game. So it's like a generation. So depending on the statuses of the cells, cell neighbors, it's working. So for this, I have written on Conway function. So I have written take like S and P equal to 0.1. So here like generate a Conway board with the size S and random population probability P. So the thing is like here how it is working. So this function generates a Conway board with the specified size S and random population probability P. If P is 0 and it returns A and it returns a board filled with zeros. If P is 1, it returns a board filled with ones or else zeros. And otherwise, it generates a random board where each cell has a probability P of being alive. And apart from this, I have written on count neighbors. So this function counts the number of live neighbors for a given cell at position ij on the Conway board. It iterates over the neighboring cells. It iterates over the neighboring cells of the specified cell and counts the number of live cells. And I have written advanced function. So this function advances the Conway board by t time steps according to the rules of the game. It creates a copy of the board to store the updated state. For each time step, it iterates over each cell of the board. If a live cell has fewer than two or more than three live neighbors, it dies due to underpopulation or overpopulation respectively. So if a dead cell has exactly three live neighbors, it becomes alive due to reproduction. After updating all cells according to the rules, it updates the original board with new state. So finally, I have written display board. So this function is like displays the Conway board in a pleasant format using dimensional to represent live cells and empty dimensional to represent dead cells. Now I'm going to run this program. So if I'm running, so see, there are 5 times attempts. So if you observe, this one initial board, this one. So this one is board after 5 times steps. Again, if I'm running, so the dimension empty. Again, if I'm running, this one changes the dimensions. Again, if I'm running, empty. If again I'm running, changes the dimensions. Like this, it's working. Yeah, thank you so much.